Hmm. Psych up with Brian. Yeah, and be successful in 2025. Today, we're going to talk about keys to great communication. How do you have a great phone call or a great session with somebody? There's keys to having great communication with people, and great communication leads to getting your desired outcomes. So, let's go through a couple of steps here. Now, this is obviously applicable to our real estate investing, and I'm going to make some references to your closing calls. What's the most important 10 or 15 minutes of every deal you do as a real estate investor? The closing call. That's where basically you find out if you've got a deal or not, and what kind of a deal you've got, and what kind of a seller you've got. Everything is pretty much decided there on that 10 or 15-minute call. Sometimes it's only a 5-minute call, but you're basically getting when you're working in the creative financing deals, you're trying to find out if they're open to monthly payments. That's our main key thing. If they're open to monthly payments, then it's just a matter of working out the 4 pretty house deal points: purchase price, monthly payment, length of term, and down payment. Once we work those 4 things out and we have someone who's open to monthly payments, we got a deal. Okay. And the purchase price, remember, we can pay full price if we get a good deal on the other 3 terms. So knowing your desired outcome in advance, when you make a call to a seller, I want you to have at least a conception in your mind of how much you want to buy the house for, what you think you can get for rent per month on that house. Now we're shooting for a $500 a month spread on every house. So if you know you can get $1,400 a month, that's what the rentals estimate says, or you've done some research, you've looked on Craigslist, you know what houses are going for, you looked on Zillow, and you see 1,400 is what I'm going to be able to get for that house. What are you shooting for? When you talk to the seller, you're hoping you get a $900 a month payment because you want a $500 a month spread. So what's your desired outcome when you're talking to that seller? Well, your purchase price, you'd like to get a low purchase price, but you're willing to pay close to retail cost for a nice house. Okay, and then monthly payment is the next one. That's so important, and that's where you're looking for that $500 a month spread. So what's your desired outcome? $500 less than whatever you think you can get. Okay, and then length of term, you're looking for the whole rest of the mortgage or 30 years. It's a free and clear house. You're going to say, hey, most of our sellers like to go 30 years. They love that monthly payment. And then you stop. See what they say. See if they say, well, that I guess that would work. That'd be great. You're shooting up fireworks. But if they say, well, I don't know if I can do it for that long, then you get into the figuring out how long they're going to be able to give you. Okay. So, but most of the time you're just saying, so the way this usually works is we'll just keep making payments on the mortgage till it's paid off. Okay, really, that is as simple as this is. And I don't want you to overcomplicate this. When you're talking about length of term and there's a mortgage on the house, most sellers, you're just going to say, okay, so the way this works is we'll just keep paying on the mortgage till it's paid off. You understand that, right? And if they say, yes, man, you got an incredible seller finance deal, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, so knowing your desired outcome in real estate, it's, for your purchase price, monthly payment, length of term, and down payment, obviously you want to get it for nothing down. So that's why we will actually target houses where we know they owe close to how much the house is worth. We target them in our search programs and our list creation programs. Okay, good morning, Doris. And Lynette, be blessed. Yes. Hey, my fave sweatshirt. Yes, I wear this once in a while when it gets really cold here. You got into the 30s. There's frost on the park behind the house. Yes, listen closely with the heart of a problem solver. Wealth is a reward for solving problems. I like that. Tony's always so pithy and saying great things. I like that word pithy. He's very pithy, meaning he says very meaningful, profound things as he does. And so what's the great point there is that, guys, you're helping people with their issues and you are solving problems and you're making money in the meantime because you understand these creative financing strategies. You understand how you can buy a house for close to full price when they owe close to full price, and you can still make a really good deal when you figure out good deals on the rest of the terms. So knowing your desired outcome in advance is number one. Okay, then working from a prepared script. Now, listen, I think that's very important. And even if you're like, let's say you're calling somebody for a date. Okay, I mean, to use a different kind of an example, you should have a little script. You should have a little, even if it's just you writing something out, know what to say. Hey, I enjoyed seeing you today at the park. I really liked your dress. I really liked your shoes or something. I think it'd be fun to go out to lunch together this weekend. Whatever. Have a little script there. If you're going into that thing blind, well, good luck. Even if it's just a short phone call and your desired outcome is, getting a date is a pretty big desired outcome, but sometimes getting your desired outcome is just, arranging to meet somebody or something. So knowing your desired outcome in advance, working from a prepared script, which sometimes is very simple. Sometimes it's just a few bullet points. Sometimes it's 3 pages. Now, what's the most important script in the real estate investing, creative financing world, the cash flow business? It is the seller financing closing call script. It's about 2.5 pages long, and it's in your what to say and what to do system. That is the most important script that teaches you how to close deals. Okay, so that's know your desired outcome in advance, and work from a prepared script. Take the time to establish credibility and build rapport. That's step 3. Okay, you got to establish credibility and build rapport. And I don't care if you're, again, using that example of getting a date, they got to know you're credible, you're for real, and that, you're likable and nice. And that's where you got to build rapport. And that's with any customer and any business and any conversation you ever have to do anything. I mean, I build rapport with the waitress or the server, and I build rapport with people. I always get to know the server's name. I always ask them on the first time if I didn't get it, and I'll call them by their name, and that little bit of rapport, guess what? We get a little better service. We get fresh bread. They wait till the fresh bread comes out instead of giving us the old stuff. Little things like that, building rapport, establishing credibility, crucial in any communication. Okay, and then you push the benefits. Okay, the next step is push the benefits, present the benefits, whatever the benefits are to that person for engaging in this communication or whatever further is going to happen after this. Why should they do it? Okay, why should they do what you're asking them to do? Or why should they go out on a date with you? Or why should they sell you their house? Why should they move into one of your houses? Okay, so that's where you got to be pretty familiar with the benefits. Instant sale for our sellers, obviously, instant sale, walk away today, no hassles, no commissions, no closing costs. We cover everything. We cover all the paperwork. We make it so simple. One showing, just show us, and guaranteed offer on the first visit. Well, lots of really good reasons why people want to sell to us. Okay, so be aware of those, because that's where in the call you push the benefits. Then the next part, I'm going to come back to you in a second, Isabel. The next part is ask for the sale. Now, okay, that, obviously this could be a wide range of things. It doesn't have to be necessarily a sales call. In our thing, it's getting the appointment. It's saying, okay, it's going through those 4 Pretty House deal points, getting some kind of a range, and then saying, okay, so I can come over tomorrow or at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, which is better. So setting the appointment actually is asking for the sale. When you talk to somebody in the Pretty House, in the creative financing world, and they're okay, they've said at least not giving you a hard no on monthly payments, and they've kind of, given you some indication they're going to do this, and you've negotiated some stuff. Then the next step is saying, okay, I'm coming out to look at the house, and I'll bring some paperwork with me. And are you serious about selling the house? Okay, so that's where you're asking for the sale. And if it's a date, you're saying, so would you, can I pick you up at 11:30? Can we go out to lunch on, Saturday tomorrow? And can I pick you up at 11:30? So that's asking for the sale. It's amazing how many people will push the benefits, build a rapport, do all that stuff, and then not really get in there and ask for the sale. They'll say, okay, so I guess I'll give you a call next week and we'll talk again and see here's a famous one. Let me do my research. Okay, I'll go and I'll do a little bit of research and then I'll get back with you. And no, that's not what you do. You're not closing. You're not asking for the sale there. Asking for the sale is getting your butt out there and getting the appointment or going out on that date or whatever your desired outcome is. Remember, from the very first step, what your desired outcome is. So this is where you ask for it. I should say, ask for your desired outcome. Okay, maybe that would be a more accurate way of saying it. Okay, and then lastly, close with enthusiasm. Yes. I always say open and close with enthusiasm. So give another good enthusiastic finish there. Oh, the ending is always important on a movie. That it's like half the movie is the ending. So end well, give them a strong ending there. Okay, so let's see what you guys working on a deal like that this week. I'm having the closing call this afternoon. Okay, that's great. Yeah, and these are great reminders. These are, guys, if you have the handout, this is 7 steps to great communication. Can you help me create a deal to sell owner financing? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking for, Doris. Okay, but send me an email, guys. You can send me emails at Wolf Couple. Oh no, let's see, support@thewolfcouple.com. Support@thewolfcouple.com. Put Brian in the subject line and let me know what you're talking about, Doris. Okay, I need to post a sticky note. Desired outcome. Yeah. Focus on your desired outcomes, your goals, obviously. Sometimes we call those your goals, your daily goals. Great to see you, Caleb. That always puts a smile on my face when you're here and you comment. So great to come back to your desired outcome, trying to manage the seller's desired outcome. Yeah, that's a good point too. I mean, what is the seller's desired outcome? Usually it's to sell the house as fast as possible and you have an instant sale. You can buy it today. So that's really important. Milan, good. You have anything in Arizona, warmer than here in Ohio? Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's great. Okay, Milan, you got to get in touch with me. I have not gotten an email from you, and I did want to touch base with you on a couple of things. So send me an email again, support@thewolfcouple.com. And guys, put your contact information in there because I don't always know that. Wealth, yes, we should all be wealthy by solving lots of problems. And that sentence is like an imperative. Great. I love it when you guys give each other's good comment. Ask for the sale. That's what I need to do. Yes. Outline all the points, how positive they are. Yes. And need to say, let's put this on paper. Yeah. Guys, just follow. Remember, if you do not have that 2.5-page seller financing closing call script, that gives you every word you need to say. So you don't need to be making this stuff up. You don't need to say, like improvise this. You should be sticking very closely to that script. Like I said, what was step 2 or 3 was, 2 was work from a prepared script. And if you're on the phone, remember they can't even see you reading. So you can pretty much just stick to the script really well. So, okay, great session today. I love communicating with you guys. I love building rapport, establishing credibility, all that good stuff. So remember those key tips today to having great communication, both in your personal life and in your professional life and in your real estate investing. So I'm a great communicator. Okay, that's your role. Think of yourself as a great communicator. They used to call Ronald Reagan the great communicator because he could really connect with people. He was good. Even if you didn't agree with his politics, he could talk to people and connect with people, and he cared about people. You sense that. And so let's all be great communicators, okay? I am a great communicator 3 times on 3. That's our affirmation for today. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am a great communicator. I'm a great communicator. I'm a great communicator. Yes. Now 3 deep breaths. Nice deep breath in. Remember, this is invigorating. Don't forget to do this like 3 or 4 times during the day. Like, I don't know, this is going to sound dumb, but every time you go to the bathroom, you can do your deep breathing, although, I'm not going to get into that, but just think of like anytime you're driving, do your deep breathing. So if you drive to work in the morning and drive home at night, 2 times that you should be doing your deep breathing. Okay, another deep breath in. Super deep and hold it a little bit and then let it go and relax. Awesome. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Keep me up to date. I love hearing about your stuff, your deals and everything. We have great rapport, right? And so we're always rooting for your success. Let us know how we can help you out. And until I talk to you next, keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple. And what do you always do? Take